A lot of my clients who have senior pets or have pets with chronic illness are really interested in the potential for food being a therapeutic avenue for them. So they want to optimize their diet to make sure that they're helping them live as long and happy and comfortable a life as they can. So this is great. It has gotten more confusing how to do this over the years. We have a lot more options, and that has muddied the waters quite a bit and can make the choices pretty overwhelming. There's so many different pet foods out there. And in addition to that, we have trends like feeding raw or making home cooked diets that can make it even more confusing for the conscientious pet parent. So, how do you know that you're feeding your senior pet a diet that is nutritionally complete and adequate for their needs? Well, first of all, if you're doing a home cooked diet, you really want to get that diet balanced by a veterinarian or a veterinary nutritionist who really knows what components need to go in that to make sure they have the right ratios of everything, especially if they have a medical condition that's usually going to require adding some sort of vitamin or mineral supplement to the diet to make sure they get everything they need. It's like us as humans, we can eat really varied diets, and of course, it's recommended for people to have as much variety in their diet to get all the different nutrients that we need. And still, it may be necessary to take a daily multivitamin to make sure we get all of that. It's the same for our dogs and cats. So, again, you want to do this under the guidance of a professional to make sure everything's going into that food that your pet needs. Now, what if you're feeding a commercial pet food? It is really important for commercial pet foods to be complete and nutritionally balanced if it's the only thing they're going to be eating day in and day out. So enter the Association of American Feed Control Officials, or AAFCO or AFCO. So this is for diets that are marketed and labeled in the US. This company oversees what is allowed to be put on the label. So diets don't have to be nutritionally complete and balanced, but if they carry an AFCO statement on them, then they have to be up to those standards. So the single most important thing you want to find on a pet food label is this AFCO or AAFCO statement. It can be tricky to find. It's usually in teeny tiny print down on the corner of, one corner of the bag in really small lettering. So it can be hard to find, but you want to make sure it's there. There are three things that will appear in the AFCO statement. So it'll have the name of the product, it will say what species it's intended for, so dogs or cats, and then what life stages it's been tested for. So that would be like for nursing and lactation, or pregnancy, or growth, or adult stages, or it might say all life stages. It will also state whether the diet has simply been formulated to have all the nutrients that we know that a pet needs at those life stages, or it will say that feeding trials have been conducted per AFCO standards that have shown that pets fed these diets for a period of time were doing well on that food. So that's how you can check out the label and just make sure that your pet's diet has all the nutritional components that it needs in it. You certainly wouldn't want your loved one to suffer from malnutrition when you're really trying to do what's best for them. I will put a link in the notes to the AFCO webpage. There's lots of information in there about reading labels and picking out a good food for your pet. My name is Carolyn Nawn, and I am the owner and medical director of Arms of Aloha, where we believe every pet deserves peace, comfort, and dignity at the end of their life. If you found this helpful, please do share it with your friends and family, and you can get more great content from us by subscribing to this YouTube channel, or checking us out on Facebook and Instagram, or on our website at armsofaloha.com. Mahalo.